my man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm living great, man. How you living, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm great.
Living blessed. That's right. That's right, man. As always, man, just want to say thank you so much for taking some time to hop on this live with me, man. It definitely means a lot to me. It
Yes,
means
sir.
a lot to this city to, just kind of, get back in tune with you. I know there's a lot of big things going on in your life right now. Definitely a pleasure to get you on here and, just dive into your life a little bit, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you for having me, bro. It's awesome.
As always, as always. My guy, Krizz Kaliko. So, how is life for you right now at this moment, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. I'm just getting back healthy. I had a little bout with COVID. It was like the worst, and so I had a couple of not like lingering COVID, but it like did a little number on me. But I'm feeling good, man. I feel good today, and just getting back. I feel like I just woke up a couple of days ago after going through all of that stuff. So I just feeling great, man, and glad to be doing my thing with Ear House, my company that myself and that I own with my wife, and so stoked to be coming back to Colorado. Colorado is like I think fans that I have around the country may get a little jealous of Colorado because we have favoritism there.
Dude, y'all here all the time, and we love that. And like I said, but you're right. I never really look at it like that. I'm like, man, I just like every month, it's like every other week, it's like you out here. It's like, man, I love that. You definitely guys feed our city. You guys make our city what it is as well, too.
Yeah.
Thank you for all that, man.
Yeah, for sure, bros. For sure. Like, yeah, I'm stoked to be back there, man.
Hell yeah, man. Well, like I said, glad you're getting over that COVID scare, man. I know a lot of people kind of, it just seems like it comes out of nowhere and it affects everybody so different. Which you're just like, yo, man, I didn't know that, it hit you like that. So,
yeah, man, I was totally scared to get it. When it first hit me, when you first get that positive reading, it's like feels like it's going to be a death sentence because people are passing, and my heart goes out to anybody that's has had family members or friends that's passed from it. But yeah, man, I just once I accepted, I knew I needed to work through it and do what I had to do. I'm a vaccinated dude, and so I went to several doctors. A good thing about it is that, man, about having some celebrity status is I can get like doctors on the phone at night on their cell phone. Like, man, you're going to be fine. You got double protection. You got da-da-da-da-da. Plus, you're a healthy guy. Here's what your blood work looks like, all these different things, man. So it gave me a little confidence to kind of go through it. And weirdest experience in my life. But now I feel like so happy to be alive that I think it's going to be an even crazier show. I just did a show in Iowa last weekend, and I just kept talking about it on stage, like how happy I am to be alive. And it just made me go even harder on stage, which, my stage show is already crazy. For people who have seen me with Tech Nine for years, that, when people saw me with Tech Nine, I think that they were curious to see what would happen, what I look like, by myself. But by myself is like, I felt like us on steroids because there's four of us on stage with my DJ, my drummer, my hype guy. And I think it's probably one of the most, not just bragging, but one of the most exciting shows I've even been to. So I'm excited to bring that back, you know what I mean, to your state, my brother.
hell yeah. Now we ready for you. Ready for you, man. Well, you kind of just tapped on it a little bit there, but you are no longer with Strange Music, so definitely wanted to make sure we kind of get that out there. Yep, no longer
Yep.
with them. You got your own thing going on. Ear House Inc., man. So how did that kind of come about, or even how can we even got the gear? Yeah, boy, I need some of that. I need some of that ASAP.
No doubt.
Boy. So yeah, how was your experience? With Strange Music, which then led you to then starting your own label. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, I learned a lot, man. I spent half of my life, you know what I'm saying? I spent half of my life at that label, and I learned tons there, And, I've just always had an entrepreneurial spirit, man. I always wanted to own something. When you're signed to any label, the owners of that label own the label, and they own the masters. They own the music. And so I always wanted to have my own thing. And so the only way to do that is to step out on faith and bet on yourself 100%. Scariest thing I've ever done in my life, to come out there, and to jump out there and try to run my own thing where I have to figure out merchandise, as I showed you, merchandise manufacturing,
Yeah, boy.
you know,
Yeah.
and I actually had to learn how to record myself. I built a studio by hand. Like over quarantine, I built a studio with my bare hands in my basement. My basement was just storage. And I turned that into Earhouse Studios and totally decked it out. Bought all this equipment, and then I learned, I had great engineers. I've been around for years, taught me how to engineer my own music. So everything was on me and Crystal, who was my manager, my wife. And so, it was scary, but I knew I had a lot of support. I knew I made tons of friends, tons of fans. I knew I had thousands of fans that would follow me, because I've affected a lot of people positively, with songs like Unstable and songs like Anxiety. I've helped. I sought out. I sought out to help people. I'm a servant of this world, and so I knew that would be reciprocated and that the fans would follow me. I knew I had enough talent to make bomb-ass songs like I have forever. I think they're bomb. The fans say they're bomb, so that's why I call them bomb-ass songs. But and I knew I had a great partner in my wife, who's got all kinds of business degrees. Plus, she's just super sharp, and she's been paying attention all of this time. And so I had the confidence enough to jump out here on my own and call all of the shots, direct all of the videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wanted to be the boss, and here we are.
Hell yeah, man. Well, shout out to your manager and wife, Crystal. She is a true badass. I'm definitely glad that she got to set this up. What's going on, y'all?
And she's right there.
Man, you got something right there, man. No, that's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. So let's just talk about some of your newer music right now. We'll get into the big show you got going down here in Colorado coming up soon. But let's talk about one of your latest singles, Feeling Good.
Yep.
One of the latest joints, how did that joint come across? I know you teamed up with Futuristic on that one. Can you talk about how that one kind of came to fruition? Was it just like, one of those in the studio that day and you like, yo, we about to hit this joint? Or, talk a little bit about that if you don't mind.
No, man, everything I do is intentional. And so after I did Wait, first thing I did was Wait, and I came out stripped down naked and shot this video because something that fat people normally do. And I was just like, man, I'm getting ready to strip out. That was like me saying I'm stripping all the way down and showing you me, because I would never even take my shirt off, man, being a fat guy. And so I stripped down with Wait, and then after that, now we feeling good. I hit up Futuristic. I already had the idea for the song. I'm like, dude, I want you to rap on the song with me, and I'm not even gonna make you step on the gas on it. You know what I mean? This is just a feel-good song. We don't have to we ain't got to do all of that. We're gonna just, I want people to be able to sing this song with me. And then we went to Pressure after that, talking about the pressures of the industry, being an entertainer and having a family and all of the things that can tempt you out here and all of the things that are pressure on you out here. And then I ended it with a party with the BB Slide, with T-Pain, who is my brother as well. All of these guys that you see me do music with are my brothers, man. Like I say all the time, I've done nothing but make friends. That's what I do. I've done it since I was a kid. I make friends with all of the rappers, everybody, execs. I had a lot of major labels that I had conversations with, and I turned all of those deals down to do it myself. And then, of course, I got the Christmas music that's popping now, and a song called Somewhere, another song called Gifted that I made Crystal rap on. I call her Shoo Shoo.
Oh, okay.
I had Crystal rap on the song, and she absolutely murdered it too, because she's been in training forever and ever, so she was able to kill it. And then another song I got called Somewhere, where I'm giving back to the homeless. Most of the homeless people I see in the street, I give them money, or I make up packs and I give them to them. And I'm shooting this video with this week actually for the homeless, and then it's all on a CD that I have called an album I have called Wrapped Up 21. Or Rap 21 was it called? Rap 21? Sorry, Wrapped Up 21. And they can order that at earhousemerch.com.
Word. And that's I was even gonna speak on some of your Christmas songs, because I'm a hip hop fan since day one, and there's not many MCs or rappers that even kind of tempt that lane. Sometimes I feel like getting like, Christmas kind of, song going on and, stuff
It can
like
get
that. So,
corny.
well, right. Like they almost think it's like a corny way to go. But when I hear that, I'm like, yo, that's how it should be. We got to embrace all, holidays or whatever it is, whatever
Right.
holidays you're celebrating. Like hearing that, that's why you're just such a special artist, why people like, love you so much, because, you really just are, you make yourself vulnerable to be like, yo, we're going to make some Christmas songs and we're
Mhm.
going to like show y'all really what's happening, like
Yeah,
it,
man. I always wondered, like, how can I make Christmas music and not make it corny? Like, yo, it's a rapping Christmas. And then, I was like, man, it can't be that. So the
right.
first thing I thought of was some people don't want to say Christmas anymore. I still say Christmas. You know what I mean? And so some people, have their opinion about it. So that's why that song says that. You don't have to say it's Christmas. We just want a reason to love. We just want a reason to show love for it. Some people don't want to celebrate Thanksgiving because they're like, well, they took over the end. At the end
Right.
of the day, these are reasons to get with your family, eat, and kick it. And I'm all for it. So boom, there I go with the Christmas music.
Damn right. It's all about making memories. So yeah, you're right. Shit like that, is what really, just helps bring people together, and not that I don't like Christmas music, traditional Christmas music, but I'm like, man, I want to hear some joints from like, you or like, I mean, I'm still a huge fan of, Snoop Dogg,
Yeah.
Christmas in the Ghetto, like that's still one of my all-time favorite Christmas songs. And I'm like, but we need more of those, so very, very blessed that, you go down that lane because, it just, people like me, we eat that up. You know what I mean?
I see somebody on there that said in the comments said, not the rapping Christmas. You got to get familiar with Krizz Kaliko because the good thing about me is that I can sing and rap and produce. And so I find a way to make every genre of music work, man. Whether it's, I've written country songs for big country artists, whether it's rock, rap, metal, country, I tackle every genre because fortunately I was able to hone my craft enough to master all of those genres of music. So if you're worried about a rap in Christmas, you got to go listen to my songs. You see, I rapped on them, but I sang on them too, and they're super beautiful, man. And people have to agree. If you get out there and say that, make that statement, people have to agree, and people agree about my
Hell
music.
yeah.
So, dude, so that's why I speak boldly. I'm not arrogant. I'm just confident because I know they say if you spend 10,000 hours on your on anything, you become an expert, and I feel like I've spent 20,000 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, you're way ahead of that, my man. Yeah, way ahead of that.
Yeah, man.
Facts. Well, shit. Well, let's talk about one of the big reasons, one of the main reasons why I wanted to make sure I get into talk with you before the new year because you got a big show going down. Sunshine Studios going down.
Yeah.
New Year's Day, man. It's gonna be
Yep.
crazy. It's gonna be nuts. Like, give us a little tidbit. A little sneak peek. Like, yo, what are we gonna expect from that show?
Well, I've never played. I played there, but outside with Tech. This is my first
Correct.
solo there. I usually play at the Black Sheep, but we're playing at Sunshine Studios. I heard it's really dope. I remember what it looked like inside. I think it's going to be a super big party. You can expect it to be exciting right off the bat. Right off the bat. And I have a surprise guest that's going to be coming through. So you gotta come through if you're watching this and tell all your people they gotta come through and see how I get down solo and what the surprise guest is gonna be because I'm telling you, dude, it's gonna be super crazy. People that have come to see me and was like, I never saw you solo. They're like, I had no idea it was like this. I had no idea. I don't believe me, just come see.
Yeah, come watch. Yeah, don't just listen to me. Come watch, and you'll find out.
Yeah.
Nah, that's right. Everybody on here, you heard them. Everybody on here better be at that show going down January 1st at Sunshine Studios. About to
Yeah.
go down.
And what I challenge you guys to do is I challenge you to bring two friends. I challenge you to bring two friends, especially if you guys are already Krizz Kaliko fans from back in the day. I challenge you to bring two friends, and I guarantee you they're gonna come back with you next time. This might be a thing that you do with those two friends. This might be an annual thing because I come through about once a year, usually New Year's Eve, New Year's weekend, I mean. And
Yep.
I challenge you guys to bring two friends with you and see what they say.
Ooh, y'all heard the challenge. It ain't come from me. came from right down here, so y'all better listen. Y'all better come through, man, man. Well, word up, man. Well, you know, like as always, man. Like I said, I just want to say I appreciate you getting on here. You know, just hyping up the city real quick, letting them know that you about to tear it down, going down New Year's Day. You know, we're gonna listen to all your new music coming up. Before I let you go, you can just let us know what do you got coming up for 2022. Obviously, you got the big show going down, but you know, any big things we can expect from you tour-wise, more album-wise, music-wise, you know, just a little insight.
One of the things that I said I was going to do when I started Earhouse was drop more music more often than I ever have. It's going to be even more often in 2022. I plan on dropping tons of music. You will never be without Krizz Kaliko content. There's definitely content, way entertaining content on my socials, right here on Instagram, also on TikTok and on Facebook. You're going to see the most entertainment out of me ever. If you're having dark times and if you just want to laugh or if you just want to enjoy music, I tend to have at least some content for every mood that you're in. So there's going to be stuff. I definitely been talking to several agencies and several agencies and several agents, booking agents, about doing a lot of different tours. Man, I got a lot of offers on the table. It's just which ones am I going to take? Once people knew that I was calling the shots, of course, they've been reaching out to Crystal left and right about tours. And I'm not talking about just America, in all kinds of countries. I have speaking engagements that I'm going to be doing where you'll come and listen and be motivated and listen to me speak about anxiety and depression and what to do about it and what I do about it and how I get through, because I still go through it literally every single day, and how I cope and the coping mechanisms I use. So I have speaking engagements. I will have tours. I have merchandise. I have content all over the place. And I can't forget about YouTube. Guys, we're almost to 100,000 followers. I was at 70,000 followers on YouTube, and I had never put a video on there. It was just an established channel that we had never used. So I'm now putting videos on there. We're almost to 100,000. So to get we got us raised to 100,000. It includes y'all. The only way it's going to happen is you guys. So make sure you go watch those videos, like and subscribe, dude. And just, you won't be without Krizz Kaliko. There's probably not going to be a minute without Krizz Kaliko in 2022.
That's what we need. I mean, you know, Colorado right behind you, bro. You know, we all supporters of you. You know, we've been since day one, and now you going solo. You know, the love ain't gonna stop. The love is gonna increase even 1,000 more folds. So we're gonna run them numbers up for you, man.
Thank you, man. And I love Colorado, the Springs, and everywhere else, even places that I don't normally go, Pueblo and Breckenridge, just all these different places, man. You know, I think I got a show coming up in Grand Junction too.
Okay. Damn.
I can't announce it yet. It's a big artist, way bigger than me, that I'm doing the show with, but I can't see. Manager just told me I can't speak on it yet because they ain't announced.
So y'all heard it, sneak peek. You heard it.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But in addition, Colorado Springs on the 1st. I'm in Denver on the 30th, and in Fort Collins on the 29th.
No.
Oh, I'm
Fort Collins on the 30th.
Oh, Fort Collins the 30th. Denver on New Year's Eve. And the Springs on the 1st. Sorry, I never remembered it. I always say, you want me to write songs? You want me to remember stuff?
Yeah, there you go. Hey, yo, thanks, Chris.
So if y'all want to come to all three of them, man. Fort Collins, Denver, and Colorado Springs. It's gonna be a party every night. Come celebrate New Year's Eve weekend with me in all three cities, man. But it's about Colorado Springs right here, though.
That's right. That's right. Well, like I said, the whole city going to turn out for you, man. Sunshine Studios going down January 1st, New Year's Day. The best way to kick off the New Year's, if you got a New Year's resolution, it better include going to Krizz Kaliko's show January 1st.
Hello.
Go there. Well, all right, man. Well, thank you so much, man. I'll definitely be at the show. You know, I definitely plan to link up with you, you know, and, you know, have the pleasure, you know, to finally meet you in person. Like I said, been a fan forever. Been to, like, I don't know how many Black Sheep shows, and it'd definitely be an honor to finally meet you, man. So looking forward to it.
Let's get it, man. Looking forward to meeting you too, my brother.
You is right, man. Well, definitely thank you again for taking time to do this, man. Take care. Happy holidays. And we will see you January 1st, man.
All right, my brother.
All right, man. Krizz Kaliko.
Cali, baby. Whose house?
Yeah. Peace.